Alright guys, it's Joey Cuz again. We are doing issue number 10 of the Build Your Own DeLorean series. Now this one is going to be the frame, so all the parts that we've taken and put together so far, except for, the fender, the rear bumper, and the Mr. Fusion, are all going to be put together on this frame, so we won't have a bunch of parts lying around anymore. So we're actually starting to see some things come together, so to speak, on this one. So let's go down to the bench and let's get started on issue number 10. Alright guys, well here it is, issue number 10. Now, obviously you can see this is the frame. It's pretty big, and I forgot to mention too, they also give you another screwdriver. So if you're starting to strip out your screwdriver a little bit, or hating it a lot, bending it, I don't know, some strange reason mine looks a little bent, but they give you a new one. Actually, well, no, it's actually a bigger size. So we may have some bigger size screws in this one. I didn't even notice that. The tips are a different size. So forget what I just said. You get another screwdriver with a bigger tip on it. So let's open this up now, and let's get see what we have in this. Actually, don't need this anymore. Right. Let's take a look at the book first. So here we go, issue number 10. And here it is, the frame. And you got AP, GM, DM, BM, AM screws. So we got a bunch of screws on this one. Okay, let's see. There's all the steps. So basically everything that we've done so far, except for the rear bumper and the Mr. Fusion setup, are all going to be put on this. So all this stuff won't be floating around like it has been. So it's kind of coming together in a way. And let's see, here we go. We got some production diary, and wow, look at that. You got Eric Schultz. I'm guessing that's his stuntman, and you got Biff and his crew. Yeah, look at that. Hey, Doc. He's on the clock tower. So here we go. Alright, more on, oh, there you go, Biff's Boys. Doc's model, I guess, explaining that. And issue number 11. Alright, which is going to be pretty good, because then we actually start the engine. So, alright, let's get cracking with this, and forgive me if you hear the landscapers in the background. I've been trying to do these videos all morning, and every time I get started, the landscapers start going. And when I stop, they stop. So they're not cooperating too well with me. So let's see here. The card with number 10. Okay, get rid of that. And let's just take a quick look at the screwdriver. And yes, I was wrong. They are two different sizes. So basically, damn it, focus. Holy crap. There you go. See, the two different size tips. So we're probably getting some different screws with this one. So there we go. Wow. Hear that? This thing's got some nice weight to it. This whole thing is gonna be. This thing's gonna be heavy. It's heavy, Doc. It's heavy. Actually, no wait. Jim's been saying, once this model hits 88 miles an hour, we're gonna see some serious shit. So that was for Hornet Fixer. Had to throw that out there for him. And its frame is probably gonna have to tighten that up. Yeah, that's a little loose, but other than that, I mean, it's damn. Okay. So let's see, what are we going to start with first? Let's get our screws ready. So we got some GMs. Okay, here we go. Now, like I said in the past, if you guys don't have one of these magnetic mats for this, it helps out a lot, because you can separate your screws just like that. Put your paper there, and like I said, they don't go anywhere. So, alright, let's put those two screwdrivers to the side for now, and let's see where we're starting. We are going to be starting with, hopefully I'll knock these damn screws out of the way, the control arms. Well, what they say, connecting the wheel hubs. So we're going to need, let's see, which one? Wrong one. This one right here, which they're saying is their 5A. So let's see what we got. It's going to slide in here. Okay, so you got the left control arm right to there. So let's get the BM screws ready. Let's see, the BMs are this new screwdriver or the old one? That's the old one. Actually, you probably could use the new one for this one, I think. So, let's see, put that right in there. Hold it. And if I can actually get the damn screw in there, it'd be nice. Okay, that's one. Take the second BM screw. Okay, now tighten the other one up. Okay, that's alright, that's the first side. So now I'm going to repeat for the second side with the right side. Okay, so another BM screw. This is always the fun part, trying to hold it and start the screw. Okay, that's one. No, you're in the wrong screw. Careful. Okay, there you go. Another BM screw. Okay. Tighten that one. There we go. Okay. That's done. So now you got your yeah, that's the right way, right? Alright guys, I just had a brain fart. I thought I actually put these on backwards, but they're not. Okay, so carry on. So okay, the next step is, so we put these on. Now we're gonna have to turn this back over like that, and we are going to take this plate right here, right? Yes. And take the AM screws. Oops. Sorry, got this upside the wrong way. It's supposed to go like this. Take the 3 AM screws. Oh, and it even has, I don't know if you can see it on here, but it's got 3 little, it's got a little pin, like a pin right there, which actually sits in one of these holes. So it kind of helps you line it up a little bit. Okay, so we got that to help us guide it a little bit better. So let's take the AM screws. This one will work too. And put them in those 3 little spots. Okay, that's one. Actually, that one might be a little too big for that. Probably strip them out. So we'll strip the heads out. Yeah, that one. Okay, so 2. I'm gonna tighten up this one now because that other one's in. And like I said once before, be sure not to cross thread these because you will screw it up or snap the heads or do something else. So why is this one working too well? Let's, here we go. Alright, that's better. So you got these 3 screws right here. So now this plate is on and attached. Now the next step is to Oh, okay, it is calling for the power steering. So, now let's see how the hell this is going to work. It is supposed to go, both pieces supposed to go up and in through there. So, actually, let's, whoops, shit. That was almost a mess. Thank God this was magnetic. So, let's take the power steering rod and just do that. Now we are in place with that, and now we're going to take the GM screws and put this one in there. That started, and the other GM screw is going in that one, just like that. So it's being a little bit of a pain to get in. I'm probably cross-threading it. There we go. Still a little loose on that one, but tighten this one up. Let me try this out of the screwdriver. This one might actually be the right screwdriver for it. Yep, there we go. Now, how loose these are supposed to be, I'm going to guess they're going to be snug, because these parts are moving from, as you can tell. Once you get the steering on, you'll be able to steer right, steer left. So they're all going to have to be pretty snug. Not to the point where, you know, you can't, I mean, that still feels loose. Okay, that's probably about as tight as that one's gonna get. And that's as tight as that one's gonna get. So, okay. We'll just leave it at that. That's, pretty good. I mean, gonna back and forth like that. So, now, the next step, we're going to have to flip this over. And we're going to take this plate for the roll bar, and it's going to go on just like that. And then you're going to take your DM screws, right? Okay, so on the other side. So you flip it over like that, and now we take it back over this way. And we're going to take the DM screws and put it 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see, you probably should stick the DM screw in there to begin with to get it like that. Yeah, I had the right one. Now it's going to get confusing with this, with the different screwdrivers that they give you. Okay, so that's started. Let's get the other one. Now, okay. And once you have all these together, let me try this out. There's 1, 2, Hopefully this thing is staying on right. Okay, so we now have that on there. And everything's pretty tight so far, which is good. Okay, now, next page. Just give you guys a little bit of a close-up of what we've done so far. You know, you got the your power steering rack. Got the plate, the upper and lower plates are on. I mean, that's pretty much what we got so far. Like I said, these little screws are kicking my ass on this one. Let's keep going, shall we? Okay, so now we're going to turn it back over this way again. And we're going to put the roll bar on, and it's going to go into these little screws, these little screw holes down here. So let's get the roll bar. It's going to go like that. Oh, and I almost forgot too that this end right here is going to go into this hole right here. And then they get screwed in just like that. So that's what it's going to look like. Show you right there. So, and these are going to be the AP screws that I almost sent flying across the room before. So here we go. Oops, figures that would come out. Okay, that's one. Let's try to get the other side on. And as you can see, fat fingers, little parts do not go well together. Alright, it's a little bit of a pain, but you might have to, you know, twist this little roll bar. Twist the roll bar a little bit just to line, I don't know if you can see that, but just to line the holes up, because sometimes they're a little off. That's what's holding me up here. Now, one thing I've also seen too is people saying that the frames are a little warped. Unfortunately, I don't think I could tell really until actually no. It's, I mean, it looks pretty straight. Then again too, I guess I'm not gonna be able to tell until I get the other pieces on here, but it might be a little warped, so I mean, you could probably twist it a little bit. I mean, this side looks a little bit higher than the other side, just laying on a flat surface. It probably might be a little off, but we'll find out once the rest of the parts come in and we start getting everything together. Actually, just here, yeah, I can see it's a little warped, so I'll probably be able to bend it. Actually, I think I just fixed it. Alright, whatever. Either way, we'll have to play around with it once we get the other parts in and see how it is. Damn these landscapers. Okay, before I so really interrupted. Alright. I actually forgot a step. We got to go back and actually tie the steering together. So, you're going to take your DM screws. We got to flip it back this way. We're going to take the DM screws, and then let's see. Actually, probably better off doing it underneath. take the DM screw and let's see, this is going to go on the bottom of the top. Alright, these are supposed to go onto the bottom, which means I got one of these pieces on upside down, which figures it would happen, right? Yeah. Take this piece and flip it over. And I can hold on to these damn screwdrivers for shit today. And that would explain a lot of why that looked a little weird. So we're just going to take that piece, flip it over. That's the one thing in the instruction that didn't clearly show on how that one piece was going to go. If it was, because there's a slight bend to it. And because I put it in the wrong way, it was actually too high. And it was making the steering rod go above where it was supposed to go. So, just turn that around real quick. Still gotta be tighter. Okay. Now we can actually do it the way it's supposed to go. Okay, so now we're going to take these DM screws, right? Take some DM screws, and we're just going to line up the holes and screw them together if they'll let me. There you go. That's one. Now obviously you don't want to make these too tight, and you gotta be a little snug because they gotta move. So you're gonna put your DM screws right in. Damn it, this thing sucks at focusing. There you go, just like that. We just put those screws in. So you're attaching these two pieces together. So if the car's right side up, your power steering, I guess is like the coupling or coupler, would be on the bottom. So there you go. Okay, and that is pretty tight. So here we go. Turn it, and there you go. So that's pretty good. Now back to the very last step, which now we'll be putting these wheels on. So now we got to pop those center caps back out, and the washer that's inside of there. So let's pop both the wheels out, just like that. Now you're going to take the GM screw. Okay, put the washer back inside. We'll get it to lay flat. Then we're going to take the GM screw. That's going to go in the middle. Just like, did have it. Okay. Then just gonna put the wheel on and eventually get the screws to line up. Okay, got that on now. Now I can put the cap back in. So let's see if we can line them up so that the DMC logo matches the Goodyear logo. It was a little wobbly still, but I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or what. But alright, let's get the other side on. Same thing, GM screw, washer. Let's put it on, and here comes the landscaper again. Right in the hole, and it feels like it's bottomed out. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be that wobbly, but I mean, it rolls. So, and then the wheels flip down for your hub conversion. So that is issue number 10. And then you actually got, like I said, the steering actually works. So, alright guys, I know this one was a little, oh wait, I forgot to put the cap on. Don't want to forget that. Alright, okay, so there we go. So, like I said, that one is done. I mean, it's a little wobbly. I guess it's supposed to be like that, so we'll see. And that basically brings this issue to a close. And we put a lot of the parts on that we pre-built. So next issue, we actually start this back area, which is where the engine's going to go. So this is the engine compartment. So that's going to be interesting. So I guess that's pretty much it. So guys, I want to thank you for watching and coming along with me on this epic adventure. And I know I've been getting a lot of bull busting about this, you know, saying but by the time I'm actually done building this, I could have probably bought a real one. So either way, I think they're just jealous because I'm doing it and they're not. So anyway, with that being said, thank you once again, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video. And because of that, I shall talk to you guys later.